Growing up, I always felt like the odd one out in my family. While they were busy counting their stacks of money and reveling in their luxury that wealth provided, I found joy in helping others. My family couldn't understand my generous nature and often dismissed it as a sign of weakness. Whenever I heard about someone in need, my heart ached with an unstoppable desire to lend a helping hand. I spent my weekends volunteering at soup kitchens and shelters, dreaming of the day when I could make a significant impact on the world. My family, however, had other plans for me. They wanted me to join the family business and increase our wealth even further. I couldn't help but feel torn between my desire to make a difference and the pressure to conform to my family's expectations. One afternoon, as I was organizing a charity event, my father confronted me.
"Why do you waste your time with these silly endeavors?" He sneered. "You should be focusing on expanding our empire."
"Father, there's more to life than just money," I replied, trying to make him see my perspective. But my father just scoffed and walked away, leaving me to wonder if I would ever truly belong in my own family. As the years passed, my determination to make a difference only grew stronger. After completing my studies, I decided to start my own company, secretly hoping that I could use its success to fund charitable causes. I worked tirelessly, and to my family's surprise, the company quickly became a roaring success. Just when everything seemed to be going well, I faced a difficult decision. I knew that my family expected me to hand over the company to them, solidifying our status as one of the wealthiest families in the city. But my heart told me that there was a better use for my company's success. One fateful evening, I gathered the courage to make my stand. I gathered my family in our lavish living room and announced my decision. "I've decided to give away the entire company to charity," I declared, my voice steady despite the pounding in my chest. Their shocked faces were a sight to behold. My mother gasped, my siblings exchanged incredulous glances, and my father's face turned a deep shade of red. He stood up abruptly, his voice booming.
"You're making a mockery of everything we've worked for."
I tried to reason with him, explaining my desire to make a positive impact on the world. I've seen firsthand the suffering that many people face, and I have the means to make a difference. This is my purpose, Father. But my words fell on deaf ears. My father's anger turned to ice-cold fury, and his next words sent a shiver down my spine.
"If you go through with this, you'll no longer be a part of this family. You'll be dead to us."
The room fell silent, the weight of his ultimatum hanging heavy in the air. My heart raced, but I knew that I couldn't back down. I took a deep breath and replied, "If that's what it takes to follow my heart, then so be it." With that, my life as I knew it changed forever. As I walked away from my family's mansion, I couldn't believe what had just happened. I had been kicked out. Disowned by my own family for choosing to follow my heart. The world suddenly felt like a much colder place. Days that followed, I found solace in my charitable endeavors. Despite the pain of losing my family, I knew that I was doing the right thing. Little did I know that another heartbreak awaited me. My girlfriend, who I thought would be supportive of my decision, turned out to be more interested in my wealth than in my heart. When she learned that I had given away all my money to charity, she didn't hesitate to express her anger. "I can't believe you did this!" she yelled, her eyes blazing with fury. "We could have gone on a luxury world tour, but instead, you decided to throw our money at some, random people!" I stared at her in disbelief, unable to comprehend her selfishness. "Those random people are in need of help," I replied, my voice shaking with emotion. "You can't see the value in what I've done, and I don't think we have a future together." With that, she stormed out of my life, leaving me more alone than ever. Much as it hurt, I knew that it was for the best. Meanwhile, my parents were not done punishing me for my decision. They decided to take back everything they had ever given me, refusing to support my charitable endeavors even a little bit. One day, as I was packing up my belongings, my father paid me a visit. His face was stern, and his words were colder than ice.
"We've decided to cut you off completely,"
he announced.
"Not a single cent of our money will go towards your ridiculous obsession with charity."
I tried to reason with him, but it was clear that his mind was made up. I was on my own now, without the support of my family or the woman I thought I loved. As I began to rebuild my life, I knew that I couldn't let my family's greed and selfishness define me. I was determined to prove them wrong and show them that there was more to life than money and material possessions. And so, with my newfound resolve, I set out to create a new company. One that would be dedicated to helping others and making a positive impact on the world. But the road ahead would not be easy. The shadow of my family's wealth and influence loomed large over me. And I knew that they would not stand idly by as I tried to counter their legacy. In the darkest moments, it felt like everything was lost. I would have to summon all my strength and courage to keep going. The journey would be full of twists and turns, with my family scheming to bring me down at every opportunity. But with each new challenge, I would find new allies, new resources, and new ways to overcome the obstacles in my path. In the end, I would have to face the ultimate question. Could I succeed in my quest to make the world a better place? Or would my family's greed and ambition drag me down with them? Only time would tell, as I embarked on the most important journey of my life. As I wandered through the bustling city streets, I couldn't help but notice the impact of my family's wealth and greed. Pollution filled the air, and the gap between the rich and the poor seemed to widen every day. I knew I had to do something to counter their influence and make a real difference in the lives of others. With renewed determination, I reached out to the contacts I had made through my previous charitable work. Together, we developed a plan to create a new company. One focused on eco-friendly initiatives that would not only help the environment, but also uplift the community. Our hard work paid off, and soon enough, our eco-friendly startup began to gain traction. Word of our innovative project spread, and before long, we caught the attention of the government. They recognized the potential of our ideas and offered us significant funding to help our business grow exponentially. With each success, our company expanded, creating jobs and providing a better quality of life for the people in the city. However, my father was not pleased with my accomplishments. He saw my growing influence as a threat to his legacy and decided to take action.